Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Kenya Centers of Academicians and Diverse English Research, and this is part of our transitional programs. Okay, and this is actually a virtual conference season 8, and I'll be talking about social media marketing. And my name is Elius Simon. Okay, so maybe you're listening to me for the first time. My name is Elius Simon, and mostly when it comes to these virtual trainings, I cover on social media marketing, digital marketing, marketing strategy, and that kind of stuff. So welcome guys, ladies and gentlemen. So good to be able to be here with you. So basically I was thinking about what to be able to talk about today. I talk about social media, but then I thought of focusing on something that will be able to add value to you guys, such that by the time you're done, we'll have one, added value, two, you'll be able to take action on something, and this session will be able to change your life. So I've given this title, how to create a YouTube channel from scratch. Okay, how to create a YouTube channel from scratch. Maybe you've created a YouTube channel before and there's some things that you didn't do, or you didn't know you're supposed to be able to do them. So hopefully in this training I can be able to show you how to be able to do that. Okay, so how long this presentation is supposed to be able to be? Maybe not so long. I'm expected to be able to be here for the next like 10 to 15 minutes. So please, it's not so long. So please hang on and let's do this together. Okay, so basically intro, just an introduction. What is YouTube? Okay, and basically YouTube is the world's largest search engine after Google. Okay, apparently Google is owned by the same company that owns YouTube. But when it comes to the places where people go to, when you talk about a search engine, you're simply referring to a place where people go to look for information. So either I'm looking for information on Google, or I'm looking for information on YouTube. And especially at this era, people are so much inclined to watching like videos. Okay, so they prefer to watch video over anything else. So it's so important to be able to understand that, because today even when you see a video, you're more likely to watch than read a blog. But definitely, as human beings are different. There are people who prefer to be able to watch a video, others will be able to prefer to listen to a podcast, others will be able to prefer to read a blog. But whatever it is, the truth is that right now videos are the thing, and that's why so much people are spending so much time on YouTube. Okay, I was checking and someone said that like billions of hours are spent watching videos on YouTube. And even if you look at yourself, how much time you spend watching YouTube, I mean, it's so much. Okay, but if I can be able to continue, I'll talk about the power of congregations, because this is so critical. When you talk about the power of congregations basically has got its origin from the church setting. Okay, whereby you find that people meet together to be able to maybe people share common beliefs. It's maybe you're an SDA, you're Catholic, you're Muslim, or whatever whichever your religion is. The thing is that we tend to congregate together because we share common beliefs, right? And we'll talk about congregations now in the marketing aspect, is that people who share common interests also tend to congregate together. They tend to be able to put themselves together in specific groups because they feel comfortable in those groups. Okay, so you may find that even on YouTube, on these social media platforms, people are meeting in specific channels, in specific Facebook groups, whereby they can be able to meet. And the thing is that now today it's so easy to be able to add value, so easy to be able to make a difference. Why? Because you've got congregations online. Okay, previously, not to be able to add value or to be able to make an impact or to be able to post your message, what you used to do, we would go to a meeting, maybe a church meeting or something like that, or maybe call a meeting. But today we can be able to have people who share similar beliefs, people who share common values, people who believe in the same things or similar interests. They're able to congregate together. Okay, today we've got people who love football assembly in the same place. We've got people who love music. Okay, and you can be able to segment that even further to a level whereby people who love specific music instruments like guitar or tambourine, or whichever instrument that people love, people can now be able to go to those specifics. And if we can be able to leverage these congregations, these audiences, to be able to pass our message, to be able to create impact and be able to make that, to be awesome. Okay, and even better, if you can be able to create our own congregations, and that's the whole point of this presentation. If you can be able to create our own congregations, whereby we can be able to impact that audience, that is really powerful. Okay, so now still under that, I wanted to maybe give you a mind shift, or maybe a paradigm shift in terms of the way we look at stuff online. And my biggest challenge is that from now on, maybe you've been spending time, a lot of time watching videos on YouTube, maybe watching stuff, all that kind of stuff. I want to challenge you today. You can be able to become a producer and not just a consumer, because what you do is that most of the time we've been going to these platforms to be able to watch and watch and watch and watch, and you never do anything. So we're actually consumers. But now I want you to be able to challenge you guys to become producers of information, meaning that you won't just be watching, but you can now start producing. And that's the whole point of this, that you can be able to, the content that you've consumed, it doesn't matter your level, it doesn't matter your age. Okay, I'll be sharing some case studies here, which are going to be amazing. But the things that your age does not matter, as long as you're committed to become a producer of information, not just a consumer. Meaning that you now start creating your own content. You now start talking about sharing your ideas out there. That's my biggest challenge for you guys. Okay, so I thought of sharing some stories with you guys, and there's this boy who is called Ryan Kaji. Okay, and actually, let me jump on to an article that I found on Forbes. I hope I can be able to find that article. Okay, and okay, right there. Okay, so this kid is, she scored, like, Forbes magazine called her the highest paid YouTube star of 2019. Okay, and I found this article quite interesting. Of course, it lists 10 most paid YouTube stars, and interesting, this girl is 9 years old. Okay, she's 9 years old, and in 2020, that was last year, she was paid 29.5, or maybe close to 30 million. Let me just use that figure, close to 30 million US dollars. Why? Because of just a YouTube channel. Okay, on a YouTube channel and views. So that tells you that actually there's a huge potential. And if you've been sitting there, and this is my challenge, if you've been sitting there and doing nothing, and not doing anything to be able to add value, then maybe that's the biggest challenge I want to be able to give, of becoming a producer. But I'll just run through this very quickly. Of course, here's the list of, this is the girl. Okay, this is the father, this is the daughter, and yeah. Okay, so I just ran through the list of the highest YouTube stars of 2019. The first one was Venus Gaming. He's called Ivan Fong, and okay, he was paid 11.5 billion per year. Okay, and of course that's interesting. Okay, where he got 1.5 billion views, and that was powerful. Okay, that's the guy. Then number 9 is Dan TDM, or Daniel Middleton. Okay, or Middleton, and he earned 12 million. Okay, he's the British Minecraft and Fortnite player, has long been on one of the most popular on YouTube, and that is, he has a worldwide audience and takes his live tour to fans across the globe. Okay, so that's the guy. The number 7 is McPlayer. His other name, his real name is Mark Fishbach, and he earned 13 million in 2019 just through YouTube, guys. This is not through business, just through YouTube. Okay, that's the thing. All right. Then number 7 still is a channel called PewDiePie. Okay, he's run by Felix and earned 13 million as well. Okay. Next is this guy. He's called Preston, or Preston Artsment, and he earned 14 million. Okay. And yes, this was first time for him to be on top. The number 5 is Jeffree Star. Okay, he earned 17 million on YouTube, guys, just YouTube. And okay, he's actually a musician. And number 4 is Red and Link, and he earns 17.5 million. I'm just running this through this list to be able to give you guys inspiration. If you're not doing anything on YouTube, then you need to be serious about it. Okay, so this is a combination, like it's a collaboration of 2 stars who are doing quite a beautiful job on YouTube. The number 3 is Anastasia Razinskaya. Okay, she earned 18 million. Okay, and interestingly, she's a Russian girl, and she's 5 years old, and has become one of the world's fastest growing creators thanks to videos in some languages that feature her playing with her dad on her channel, including like Transitional. So actually she plays on the channel, and there she is. Then number 2 is Dude Perfect. I kind of like this guy so much. These are 5 friends. They're in their 30s. Okay, the guys are Corey Cotton, Gary Hibbert, Cody Jones, and Taylor Tony. You can actually check them out. Dude Perfect. They create some amazing stuff. And the last one is Ryan Kaji. Remember, these are stats for 2019, okay? And she was 8 years back then. I think now she's now the 2019, she's not 10 years old. Last year she was able to crash it to 30 million. And guys, and I can be able to start this, okay? I'm just sharing these stats for you to be, for me to be able to inspire you, basically. So even if you're not started, you can actually be able to do something, okay? You can be able to do something. And the thing is that the biggest challenge is for us to get started. But how do you get started? That's why I'm here today, okay? So let's jump to the real stuff. I know that guys, you believe, I hope that this has helped you to be able to believe that you can actually be able to do it. So now let's do it now, okay? So how to create a YouTube channel from scratch? A few things that you need to have a Gmail account in order to create a YouTube channel. Like, okay, every YouTube channel is based on a Gmail account. Then remember that YouTube channels are free. You don't need to be able to have money or anything like that, okay? As long as you've got a smartphone or a computer, you can actually be able to do it. Actually, if you're watching this video, you can be able to create your own YouTube channel, okay? You can have as many as you want, but for focus, I would encourage you to just have one channel, okay? So, decide what you'd like to be able to share in your channel. Now, this is something called like niche down. Maybe I should be able to do another presentation on that. You need to be able to niche down and be able to focus on what you're supposed to, what you really want to be able to do. Okay, so just be something that you're really passionate about or have information on, because again, it's a long-term journey. You look at the next 5, 10, 15 years of growing your channel. So it should be something that you're so passionate about, okay? You won't have all the information because you can actually be able to interview someone else to be able to tell you the information. So again, you don't have to be like the expert in that field. So yeah, but as long as you've got passion in it, okay? Then lastly, decide how often you want to be publishing and remain consistent. I'll probably come back to this, but the thing is that you know, it's not a place where you just publish once and you stop. It has to be like a consistent thing wherever you're adding value, okay? The thing is that those who are consistent will win at the end of the day, okay? That's like the punchline. Whatever you're going to be able to do, whatever you decide to be able to do, remember that consistency is the key, right? So now let's go to step one. Step one is create a Google account. I hope that now, remember, if you've got a Gmail account, you've got a Gmail, then it means that you've got email account. But if you don't have, you just go to Google and create an email, okay? You can be able to get that information, guys. Remember that the challenge I want to be able to give is that we should be, we should challenge ourselves to be able to go out there and look for information. So yeah, just go and create a Google account. The once that is created, step 2, okay, create a YouTube account. When you create a YouTube brand account, you can give multiple people admins access. So this is what you're supposed to be able to create. I would encourage you, instead of creating a personal account, a YouTube personal account, I would encourage you to create a brand account so that you can be able to manage it well, right? So you can be able to see that you can be able to go to YouTube, have a brand name. Instead of you see your name as a channel, I would encourage you can be able to come up with a name based on the niche that you chose or the area of specialization where you want to be able to put most of your energy on, okay? So go ahead and create a channel name, use a brand name, because that is, can also be able to get things like analytics. Analytics is basically the stats of who's watching, how much time people are spending on each video, things like that, okay? Then step 3, customize your YouTube channel. Customization simply means I decided to be able to use these images because sometimes the internet can be a problem. I don't want to be able to like go and be able to show you step by step, but with these images, I think you can be able to follow, okay? So customize the channel simply means that you want to be able to add things like a thumbnail, and just come back here. Step customizing simply means that you check your name, make sure that the name is okay, add a description of your video, okay, of your channel. You can be able to I'll be able to lay more details on that, but basically you need to make sure that your channel is not like just bland, it's well customized, okay? You've got a cover photo, you've got a profile image, those kind of things, okay? That's the whole idea of customization. So just come here, go to your channel, then click on customize channel. Then you can be able to make those adjustments, add a description, add a YouTube cover photo and a profile photo as well, okay? Next. Okay, now start some things getting more excited. So you need to be able to upload your first video, okay? Now this is really awesome. Now that you've created a YouTube channel, you've customized it, let's now be able to upload your first video. Now the mistake that I did, I want you guys to be able to do when I was creating my first channel, I just went out there, looked for a video that belonged to someone else and I uploaded. And please don't make that mistake, okay? I'm just warning you in advance, guys. Don't make that mistake. please, if you can, take your own video. You can even be able to take out your phone, record a video, talk about something, okay? Even if it's 5 minutes. The thing is just get it started, but don't go out, get another person's video, or look for video on your phone and upload. That's not allowed. That's not okay. It's not ethical. It's not long term. Why? Because as time goes by, your channel will be able to grow, and someone may just wait until you have reached maybe 10,000 subscribers, and they will report that you're using their content, and YouTube will be able to block you, and that's not a nice thing after working so hard. Yeah, so the thing is, you need to be able to focus on creating your original content. That's quite very important. Okay, next thing, okay, steps to follow. Okay, and make your YouTube channel discoverable, and this is how you make your YouTube channel discoverable. Number one, you need to be able to optimize your video titles. Make sure that the content that you're creating, the videos that the title of your video is something that people are interested in. Then number two, optimize your YouTube description. That's very important because people are going on YouTube to be able to look for information. So if you're creating a video about your local area, make sure to use words that relate to that local area. If you're talking about music, maybe playing keyboard or maybe playing piano, whatever you want to be able to play, make sure you use those words can be able such that when people are looking for that information, your video will also be able to pop up at the top. Definitely go that deeper in other trends, but definitely those are some steps you want to make sure that you're actually checking them out. Then next, you need to be able to add tags. Most of us never really had tags, so you need to be able to add tags. Right below the description of your video, there's a place for tags, and make sure that the tags that you had here are relevant to the kind of content that you had here. Okay, so maybe if you're doing a video on how to play keyboard or how to play the piano, you can still use sample keywords. Could be how to play piano for beginners, how to play piano for dummies, how to play piano for as a beginner, how to play piano lessons. Those are just some words, okay? Play piano as a beginner, just play around with those words, okay? Or play piano in your local city, piano classes in your local city. I'm just using this as a sample keywords you can be able to, or tags you can be able to play around with, okay? Lastly, you need to be able to cross promote. What does this mean? Make sure that if you've got Facebook account, you've got a YouTube account, you've got Facebook, you've got WhatsApp, you've got Instagram, don't just post the video and leave it there. Share it on to your WhatsApp contacts. Let them be able to subscribe. Share it on your WhatsApp status. Share it on your Facebook page. Share it on your Facebook profile. Share it on your Twitter account. Share it on Instagram account. Because if you publish and no one knows about it, then it's useless. Okay. So I want to give you some 5 tips on how you can still be able to keep growing your channel. And number one, you need to be able to use eye-catching channel art and thumbnail, something like this. You look at this. Look at these pictures, like they are eye-catching. Someone's like, oh, this is interesting. I want to be able to learn more about these things. Okay, so it must be eye-catching. So that's very critical. Okay. Of course, there are platforms you can be able to design that, but maybe I'll do that in another lesson. But just very quickly, you can be able to check out Canva.com. Canva.com, that's a platform you can be able to do all your designs. So it's quite awesome. Okay. Next, choose the perfect channel icon. Right. Look at this, for example. This is the channel icon. Right. So that's very critical, and this is the banner. So those things should be able to put out the message you want to be able to do. Okay, most of us don't even have a cover photo, so it's just important that you can be able to design something that looks good on your channel, so that when people come there, they can see that, oh, this person is serious, they are committed, they know what they're talking about. Is that okay? Good. Next, you need to be able to create a playlist. As you continue adding your content, you may find that your content, maybe you know how to play different instruments. Let me just for consistency, or you mean that idea of teaching people how to play a musical instrument. So you teach people how to play piano. You can have a playlist for beginners. You can have a playlist for intermediate. Okay, something like that. Okay, you can be able to teach 2 instruments. You can teach piano. You can teach guitar, and something like that. So look for ways. You've got multiple content on your channel. You can be able to create playlists, because the good thing about playlists is that when people look at a playlist and it's interesting, maybe the first video is interesting, they want to go through the entire playlist. Okay, and again, YouTube auto suggests. For example, if I'm watching a video in a specific playlist, YouTube will be able to auto suggest other videos in the same playlist as I'm watching that video. So it's just a cool way to be able to get more customers. Okay, Then number 4 is create a channel trailer. Most of the time we find that when you come to a channel, there's always a video at the top there which like, hey, it's welcome people to the channel, and that's also a good investment for you to be able to make, right? Then lastly, you want to be able to create great content consistently, and I said I'll come back to this. And guys, if you're going to be creating a YouTube channel, remember that if you create it and you don't upload content, it will be a waste of time. So what you need to be able to do, you need to be able to create content consistently. Content consistently. That's the biggest assignment, okay? Because if you have a YouTube channel or you've got any social media presence and you're not creating content, then it's not worth it, okay? So guys, just to be able to hook up everything we covered about, we've talked about number 1, create a YouTube channel. Why? Because it's so important for you to be able to be online, to be able to not just be a consumer of information, but become a producer of information. That's key number 1, okay? So it's kind of a paradigm shift that we stop being consumers, we start being producers. The number 2, okay, we have talked about the steps on how to be able to create a YouTube channel. Please go back to this video if you missed anything. Be able to check step by step, slowly by slowly, and remember that monkey see, monkey do. So if you can be able to watch and take action, take action, that will be more valuable than anything else. Then we have also looked at tips on how you can be able to grow a YouTube channel, okay? I will give like 5 steps, and go ahead and be able to create your channel, or if you've got a YouTube channel, go ahead and be able to customize it. That's going to be so powerful. Then lastly, guys, we talked about consistency, and that's your biggest assignment. After creating the channel, that's the easiest part. But now creating content consistently, then that is the next part. So that's, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for jumping on this virtual class, and I'll definitely be able to see you in the next one. Maybe there's something you want us to be able to talk about, you want us to be able to discuss. Comment below this video, and I'll be able to go ahead and be able to create content. Why? Because you can tell us what you need more, because we can't assume that you know what you want. But when you tell us what you want, then it's easier for us to be able to create content in that. Others, guys, thank you so much for jumping on here. And my name is Elius Simon, and if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to drop them below this video. We'll be able to read all the comments, be able to answer them. Others, I'll see you in the next one.